We are super excited about September, right? And all things that Plexus has to offer our VIPs, our customers, our brand ambassadors. But we're most excited this month about the new Triplex and Trim package. It was actually so popular, that restore, that we sold out, didn't we?
You know what? We try to do our best to forecast, and I'll tell you guys, this is a little bit of inside information. We had planned on a certain amount of volume being sold in 90 days, and then we were having another order coming in, and you guys sold through that 90-day supply in under 60 days. So what blew our forecast out of the water, which is a great credit to the ambassadors. Just moving product is something you guys do a great job. So we're working our hardest to pull that order in, and I think good things. The next couple of weeks back in stock, and then we're moving from there.
Yes. So we are going to be running a fun Triplex and Trim combo event. We're going to get all of the VIP customers. What is it about that package that you would say benefits us the most as we're going into holidays and the first part of the year, kind of being at that halfway point? What would you suggest? Why is it important that we try that restore and that we are all in and consistent when it comes to that? And then some people were asking too, with the restore, when we do this particular challenge and this package, is the restore something that we should be doing every month? Is it something that we should be doing maybe every other month? Does it depend on the person? We would love to know your insight on that.
Sure. I think it's a great combination of products. So when you break it down product by product, what you're getting 5 different products that all address different specific needs in the body. So when we're talking about weight loss and weight management, it's a complicated issue, right? It's never just one thing, it's combinations of things. So we try to address that by putting multiple products in a system that address multiple mechanisms of action to allow you guys to achieve your goals. So yeah, everything we do starts with Triplex. So Triplex is foundational to gut health, and the gut is so important. Everything we put into our body ultimately makes its way to the gut and influences so many different aspects of health. So if we can start with Triplex, which is, combinations of ingredients, probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, all those nutrients that allow your gut to thrive and truly just optimize gut health. So we do that first. And then we add balance to that mix. And balance is a great product that really allows our body to best utilize carbohydrates and sugar. And you said it, Kimberly, we're moving into the time of year where it starts truthfully next month with Halloween, right? So I think a lot of us have little kids, and best we can do is just try to avoid the Halloween candy, but it just starts showing up, right? And so we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas. We're just inundated with sweets and delicious things that are high in carbohydrates, high in sugar. A product like Balance allows our body to best utilize those carbs and sugar. It inhibits 2 specific enzymes that results in carbs and sugars not being broken down and being able just to pass through the body. So that's going to help support a healthy glucose level. It's just going to allow our body, it's really just optimizing how we utilize carbs and sugar. So you have Triplex, you have Balance, and then Restore, multifaceted product. It's addressing appetite control, which we all need more of. We can control the amount of calories that we're taking in. If we can make better choices when it comes to taking in food to really help, maximize the benefits of the good food and try to avoid some of the bad stuff, that's really the key to weight loss. So with Restore, you have appetite control, you have digestion support, and then you have the cellular detox blend. So you're getting nutrients to really support and optimize liver health. And for so many people, the liver could be something holding you back when it comes to achieving weight loss. The liver is responsible for filtering out again, just like the gut, everything we consume finds its way to the gut. The liver filters all the blood in our body. So all the things that end up in our blood that maybe aren't the best for health ultimately have an effect on the liver. So now with Restore, we're taking great nutrients, we're taking great nutrition, and we're helping to support the health of the liver. And if we can do that, if we can just, again, optimize overall health, we can manage our calorie intake, we can optimize gut, we can support the health of the liver, we can neutralize the effects of carbohydrates and sugar, great things are going to happen. And those great things for a lot of people look like weight loss. It looks like more energy levels, it looks like clearer skin. It just looks like just overall improvements in health and vitality.
I love that so much.
I wish there was a simpler answer, but again, it's a lot of products and they all do something different, and all of those things are important.
No, and I honestly, it is one of my new favorite packages. I love the triplex with the balance. I'd been doing the triplex and the balance, for a very long time anyway. And now since adding in the restore, I was just talking to a couple of the girls. Maria, actually, she's on the call, but she and I were talking about how it really does curb the appetite. Like you almost get to a point where you're not even like, I don't feel like I need to eat, even though I eat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Really has been incredible. And do you suggest that restore be something that we take, monthly?
It depends on needs and goals of the individual. I feel like for people that are, if weight loss is a primary goal, I think Restore can definitely aid in that journey. And that can be an everyday, daily use product. So we formulated that product, specifically for the reset. We took a powerful combination of ingredients, and then we just kind of put it together and said, hey, this is going to be great for the 3 days of the reset. But if you look at the actual composition, these are nutrients that you can take in every day. So you could use Restore every day. And when we talk about things like liver health, we're talking, spinach leaf concentrate, we're talking spirulina, aloe vera. These are all great plant-based nutrients that ideally we're getting into our system either through diet or supplement sources on a daily basis. So Restore is just a great option for every day. Now, it may not align with everybody's specific needs and goals. So I think after that, it's, every other month, like you suggested, is great. Quarterly. So if you start every quarter, so, once in the spring, once in the summer, once in the fall, once in the winter, if you start with using Restore for 30 days, that's just a great way to really take care of your body, support that appetite control, support liver health. It's doing a lot of things for you. So again, it's just needs and goals of the individual.
Yes, I love that. And I remember when the reset first came out, and it's so funny because I'm going to share a little story with you guys. It's really funny. Marianne, I don't know if she's on this call, but the reset had come out and we were so excited about doing that reset. And it was my first night, and I was doing the restore that very first night on my very first reset, and I loved it. Well, one of my friends was messaging me and she's like, I'm not sure how I feel about the restore. Everything's gone great all day. I don't know how I feel. I loved it. I loved it. And it was so funny because the joke around like the team was with Restore, well, Kimberly loves it. Like, call Kim. She'll tell you how to drink it because Kimberly loves it. And then you guys changed it a little bit. The taste. Yeah. And I still love it. So it's absolutely fabulous.
It is
Now it
definitely,
tastes better. Now it tastes better for the rest of us.
It tastes, I agree with that. And again, it's one of those products that it's a great combination of ingredients. It was, a challenge to flavor. We had more time to work on it. So now with the new improved flavor, we feel like it's much better. And really, we didn't change the flavor. We just kind of dialed in the notes a little bit. So I work with a really great team of flavor scientists and chemists internally here at Plexus. And just with time, you can really dial those things in. So we took the current flavor, which was like a blueberry lemon, and just kind of dialed up the lemon notes and dialed back the blueberry notes. So it has a little bit more of a tartness to it, just like the kind of like a citrus type flavor. And that was enough to kind of round out, some of the herbal botanical ingredients that didn't really taste that great, but it's definitely much more drinkable. People enjoy drinking it now. And that's awesome to hear.
Yes. So does anybody have any questions for Dr. Hartman tonight? I know you mentioned the reset too, Dr. We've been running those challenges every 30 days. We love that.
Yep.
I haven't been doing them every 30 days, but I think I'm going to start here doing those every 30 days.
I think so many people have had great success with that. And that's a really great example of how we try to approach things at Plexus, right? So this is a system, has clinical research to support its efficacy. You know, it's taking advantage of the science of fasting, but making it a little bit more manageable for people. You know, total caloric restriction is difficult. So what we can do is provide great nutrition in the form of reset, and then severely reduce calories over those 3 days to help the body reset the metabolism. So you're burning fat as the preferred energy source, and you know, at the end of 3 days, lots of good stuff happens. One thing, just as something that I've heard some kind of anecdotal feedback, and there have been some people that have had good success with this. So there have been some people that have taken a reset kit and have broken it into, you know, like using it just 1 day at a time. So even doing it like 1 day a week, just to kind of give your body the reset it needs. And that's something I think people can always experiment with too. So I like it once every 30 days. I tell people, if weight loss is a primary goal and you started every month, day 1, 2, 3, right? So just this past month, if you started September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd with a reset, and then just followed normal, healthy lifestyle, balanced diet the rest of the month, and then you come into October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, you're doing a reset. That's a great way for a lot of people. Sometimes it's hard for people to commit to the 3 days. So I'd say even like 1 day is just, it's giving your body a break. It's taking your body down to a point where you're getting lower calories, but you're still getting great nutrition. You're still getting close to 70 grams of protein. You're still getting close to 20 grams of fiber. You're getting the vitamins and the nutrients and the minerals your body needs. So you're really still supporting overall health, just reducing calories down to a lower point.
So Stacy came in the chat, Dr. Hartman, and she asked, let me
see it. I have it on my I have the full monitor here. It says, the Restore get reformulated beyond the flavor changes because it knocks me out. No, the only thing we did was just kind of tweak the flavor. So the sleep, a lot of people, and we have, you know, claims, we have some benefits supporting claims supporting the benefits of sleep. I'll tell you, nothing in there is something that necessarily helps with sleep, but we have ingredients that help with stress. So the combination of berberine and magnolia has support for reducing stress levels in the body. And for a lot of people, stress is something that keeps them up. So if you can, and we've all experienced it, right? But if you can use nutrition products that help reduce your stress levels, that's going to allow your body to actually fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and, you know, wake up feeling more refreshed. So nothing about it from a sleep standpoint, but there's definitely stress related benefits. And then if we can reduce stress, we can improve sleep. I can see Kimberly, I can see all the questions. So I'll just kind of roll through these.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Best time to drink it. A lot of times people have great success doing it in the evening. That's where it was positioned as part of reset. If that works for you, continue with that. If you're open to trying new things, I'd say you can use it earlier in the day before a meal. That could be a way to really help with the appetite standpoint. Yeah, the timing of it works great in the evening, but it is not exclusively an evening time drink. In fact, if you're using it twice a day, you have to find a time earlier in the day to use it. So I would say put it before a meal, take advantage of some of the appetite control benefits and also the digestion support. Let's see, certain stress helped me big time. Those difference, huge ones, great, Jermaine. And then Tammy, I heard do restore for 30 days and stop for a month. There's not necessarily a reason to stop. You know, it's hard. Everybody wants to use one thing about Plexus, right? That I love, and everybody wants to use all the products all the time. And that's great, but maybe it doesn't work from a budget standpoint. Maybe you kind of have the set products you're using. So there's not like a reason to stop after 30 days. It's just, you know, it's a 30-day supply. I would encourage people to use it. I think the first 90 days just to kind of see how your body responds. And after that, it's based on needs and goals. But again, if you think about the ingredients, plant-based nutrients that ideally we're getting into our diet, either through supplement sources or food sources. So it's things like hibiscus, spirulina, spinach leaf concentrate, ginger, peppermint. These are all great plant-based nutrients that you can take every day. Let's see. Does restore break fast at taking before bed? You know, it has a very low calorie content, so it depends. So there are some people that kind of give a grace period. And I'm one of those people that if you're taking it under 30 calories, that to me, that's still fasting. So I would say it does not break the fast. Other people are like, nope, anything beyond water breaks the fast. So depending where you're coming from. And then the next one from Danielle, not restore related, but recommendation for Probio 5 and BioCleanse. Take together or do not. I've heard different recommendations. This is my blanket statement for everything. With very few exceptions, you want to take products at a time that you're going to be consistent and remember to take them on a daily basis, because it's not about using it one time. It's about using it consistently over several days, weeks, months. So find a time that works best for your routine, and then everything else works out. You know, so a lot of people have had great success taking Probio 5 and BioCleanse in the evening before bed. Helps them sleep. There's, you know, magnesium in BioCleanse, which is something that's associated with improved sleep. So if that works for you, keep at it. The important thing about BioCleanse, empty stomach, so that can help really move things through, is ideal. And then with Probio 5, you have some flexibility. So I take Probio 5 in the morning. I'm much more consistent taking my products in the morning. So I tend to front load a lot of my products, especially my capsule products. I will do Mega X with a meal, so later in the day, and I'll do Slim later in the day as well. But that's just my recommendation.
I had somebody ask me the other day, actually, Dr. Hartman, she's on the call. Margot, we were talking about the Probio 5.
Yep.
We've had people ask about the 4. You can take up to 4, right? Yep. So if somebody comes in and they are starting at 4, is there a time where they shouldn't? Is there something they're going to know when they want to go down to the 2, or is it just kind of based on the way
yeah, just the way you feel, that you'll notice within, you know, if you start at 4 and then dial it back, and you know, you feel different. Maybe you like it, maybe you like the way you feel better at 4, stay with 4. I tend to be a little bit opposite. I start people low. I would recommend starting people lower and then raising it up over time to see if they can handle it. A lot of people come to us at Plexus looking for, you know, they're coming from a place of not great health. So they have a lot of stuff going on. So starting with 4 could be a bit much for the new person. So starting with 1 or 2 and then increasing over time, I feel like is a good way to kind of gauge how it's working. And maybe 2 is all they need. Maybe they need 3. But having that option over time, I think, is a good thing.
Yes.
You know, as I wish it was as easy as just one size fits all, but there's going to be a little bit of coaching. There's going to be a little bit of working with people. Oh, yeah. So as you guys know, it's, you know, when you sign up for Plexus, you get a coach, right? You get an ambassador that's going to help guide you through this process. And that's going to be important. And because there's going to be some little bit of nuance. And, you know, the term coach, sorry, this is like history time with Dr. Hartman now. Like the term coach is like stagecoach, right? So you think of the Old West and a stagecoach. A coach picks you up where you're at, takes you where you want to go. And it's the same with you guys, right? You're a coach, you're meeting people where they're at, taking them to where they want to go. So there's going to be some adjustments. There's going to be some recommendations. You're going to have to increase the dose, maybe back off the dose over time. And right. That's just all part of it.
Yeah.
I will catch up on a couple other questions here. Will new flavor restore being reset soon? Yes, the new and improved flavor that we launched at convention will be incorporated into reset. We just have to move through some inventory and then that will come out. Natural, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Restore if you'd like. I'm totally.
Yeah. So you can do a trade, right? You can, so the natural flavors, it's a natural blueberry flavor and a natural lemon flavor. Any contraindication for taking Slim MBA and then Slim HC later in the day? Nope, not at all. Stacy, that's a great, for a lot of people who want to do 2 Slims a day, that's a great way to do it. Does it spike insulin if you break your fast with Restore or any other drink. Restore specifically has some ingredients that can really help support healthy glucose levels. So there should not be a spike in insulin. Same with like Slim HC. So Slim HC, if you're using that as part of Triplex, and Slim MBA, they both contain chromium. Chromium is a essential trace mineral that helps with insulin sensitivity. There should not be it's really not an insulin spike. It's more of a glucose spike that you have to navigate, but should not be an issue. Wani, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Wani, not taking it right now because I'm pregnant. Congratulations. After my baby comes, when's the best time to start taking it? Take it now. I'm very conservative with pregnancy and nursing. Not from anything. There's nothing in there that's potentially dangerous, right? It's ingredients like hibiscus and peppermint and ginger and spirulina and spinach. These are all great plant-based nutrients. But what we don't have, Plexus or any supplement company, there is not a large body of safety information for pregnant and nursing. And that's because pregnant and nursing moms are not signing up for experimental research studies to test safety, right? It's just, so there's just a lack of safety data out there for botanical ingredients and pregnancy and nursing. There's nothing in there that's potentially harmful or dangerous, but I would take the recommendation, just wait. You know, you only got a few more weeks. Hopefully, you know, you get about 39, 40 weeks in, baby's here. You get through the nursing period, and then you can decide if you want to incorporate that into your routine. Let's see. Are there any supplements you should absolutely not take with food for optimal results? There's always going to be certain ingredients and nutrients that are better on an empty stomach, like BioCleanse for one. You know, but if you take a product like MetaBurn, that's going to be a little bit more effective on an empty stomach. But for some people, they can't handle it on an empty stomach, so you have to kind of gauge it. So I don't have like a good short answer for that. What I would say is there are certain nutrients that you should definitely take with food, and that's like the fat-soluble vitamins. So if you're doing like X Factor Plus, take that with food. Mega X with food. Mega X is a great source of fatty acids. So when you consume a meal of food, your stomach is producing digestive enzymes, gastric juices to help break the food down. That's also going to help with the absorption of certain nutrients like fat-soluble vitamins and then the essential fatty acids in Mega X. So those are ones you're always going to want to take with food. And then I'll just read off a couple more, and then we can wrap it up here. Block versus balance for weight loss. I like them both. I would go with balance just from a nutrient profile. I think that is a great product. Judy, have you done any studies to incorporate moringa? Fun fact, I published a paper on moringa a few years ago. And at one time, it was the most downloaded article in the history of phytotherapy research, which is a scientific research journal. So I know a lot about moringa, and we'll see what the future holds for that nutrient. It's just another great plant-based nutrient, has lots of benefits. Don't currently use it in anything in Plexus, but we'll see what the future holds. Any recommendation taking Vital Biome and ProBio 5? Yes, I take both. I like the mix of nutrients, or the probiotic strains provided by both. So ProBio 5 is a great combination of probiotics and digestive enzymes. And then Vital Biome is just a little bit, it's all probiotics. I just like the diversity of the strains. So I take both personally. Can you mix Slim and Restore? Yes. Is Slim Hunger Control the only thing that stimulates GLP-1, or does Restore do that? So Slim Hunger Control, through the use of polydextrose, stimulates GLP-1. Restore there's definitely some clinical data related to that. But what Restore really targets is another hormone known as neuropeptide Y. And neuropeptide Y is not as well known as GLP-1. And it's also, you can abbreviate it as PYY. But neuropeptide Y is another hormone that has great really, really great clinical evidence to support appetite control and restore more so targets that.
Well, Dr. Hartman, we are so, so grateful for you. And let me tell you something, you're killing it on the doc talks.
Oh, I thank you. I appreciate that. They're fun. I just kind of show up and BB does a great job. She collects questions during the week and I just show up and we go, and it's fun.
So grateful for those. They've been really, really helpful for me and my VIPs as they come in. I've got the chat and I share your videos and they'll ask questions. So
you guys got your own doc talk here tonight, right? It just questions come in and I just kind of shoot them off as best I can.
Yeah, no, we're so grateful. Thank you again for taking the night to be here with us. We appreciate it. And if we have any questions we didn't get answered tonight, maybe I can email the doctor and he can get back to us at another time.
But we're happy to help. Kimberly, what part of Florida are you in?
Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Okay, very good. I lived in Fort Lauderdale for 3 years. So
you were
yeah, right down 95, right? I like South Florida was good. So my wife and I were there for 3 years. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys tuning in late on the East Coast, and hope you guys have a great night.
Thanks again, Dr. Hartman.
Right. Take care. Bye.
We're gonna stay on, guys, for a little bit more. So I just wanted to, how awesome was that? I was excited. I'm you. Let's just talk for a second.
So good. So good. Oh my goodness.
Guys,
like geeking out.
Right?
He's
awesome.
I couldn't talk. I'm like stuttering over my words. Celebrity, like big deal, right?